Good morning, friends. It's Emma. Welcome to Feel Good Friday. Here is your fitness video for today. Okay, today we're going to talk about relieving back pain. While seated in a chair, we can still do some stretching for the lower back to release the tension that so many of us feel back there, okay? So I have for us 7 exercises. So get your chair, get ready, and let's go. All right, let's begin with a nice, first of all, cleansing breath. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, inhaling, smell the flower and blow out the candle. One more like that. Here we go. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, first of all, we're going to pump some blood into the back to get rid of the inflammation that's back there. We need a new supply of blood, okay? And we get that there by moving, okay? Especially moving our hips. So we are going to bring some cell rejuvenation to the area where the pain is, okay? So blood is what heals. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It might seem a little vigorous. Trust me, the rest are not going to be like that. The exercises are just merely stretches that most of the time we can do these on the floor or on our beds, okay? But I was thinking, okay, we have to see how we can incorporate these into a seated routine. So I came up with something, okay? Here we go. So the first one is a cat-cow, and it's for the lower back. So cat-cow is to release that tension that's in the lower back. And you've done these on all fours on the floor. You've seen them being done. This is the same, it's a variation on that same theme. We're doing it on the chair. So we're gonna sit nice and tall in our chair. So for the cat, we're gonna place our hands on our knees and we're going to bring our chin down to our chest, okay? Bring the navel in. So the navel tucks in, it's tucking your stomach. So you curl up like a cat. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't bring your shoulders up like I just did. Try to keep them down. And then release like a cow. And when you do the cow part, I want you to bring your head back, your shoulders back, and arch your back and really push your cheeks of your bum right into that chair, okay? And hold that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, cat. Everything comes up like the back of a cat when they're scared. You know how they suck everything in, and then cow. Release the breath. And again, here we go. In, like a cat, so bring your chin down to your chest. And like a cow. And again, chest, chin to chest, tucking your navel, draw everything in, and then sink back. Bring your head back, bring the shoulders back, release the breath. Shh. Again, cat, chin down, shoulders forward but not up, navel tucked in, and cow. Releasing everything and looking up to the ceiling with your face, letting your head fall back, your shoulders stay back, arch your back. Drive those hip bones right into the chair. This should bring some release. And if you don't want to hold, you can just do a back and forward move, a forward movement. So cat, cow. If this feels better, this is another option. Cat, cow. In with the navel, in with, down with the cheeks of your bum. In with the navel and sink. And in and arch. So arch back, arch forward. That's another way to remember it. Arch forward, arch back. Last one, and back and rest. So that's one exercise down. Okay, we got 6 more to go. They're all very simple. They're stretches. And trust me, if you do these daily, you will see a difference in the relief of lower back pain. I do these myself. Like I said, I have a series of these that I do on the floor for my lower back. And I thought I'd like to share these with you by incorporating them into a chair routine. Here we go. Okay, so the next one is going to be the pelvic tilt. For this one, I have a towel because in order to be able to really do this properly, you need to have a little bit of a different level where you're seated, okay? So you're gonna sit on your towel, okay? And all you're gonna do is you're gonna sink your bum right down past the towel towards the back, right? So you're sinking your cheeks again of your bum there, and then you're tilting forward, okay? This time nothing's happening with your head. It's just all through your pelvis. So again, it's a back and forth movement. So down, sink down, come up. Sink down, come up. And this one you can just do it like this. You don't have to hold. It's just a continuous up and down. Let's go for 10 more. Up and down. 3, 4, 5. It's a very small movement. 6, 7, 8. Don't hold your breath. 9 and 10, and rest. So you want to be doing that a few times a day whenever you have time. It's perfect to just sit down on your chair, roll up a towel, and just do those tilts. You can do them without the towel as well. I think with the towel it gets a little more exaggerated, so it's a little bit more efficient. Okay, so that one is your pelvic tilt. The next one we're going to do is a knee to chest, and we've done these before. You've seen me other videos that I've done these. I can't stress enough how crucial these exercises are for releasing the back pain. Now, back pain can come from so many different muscles back here, and so these are the ones that I'm going to show you. It may not necessarily be exactly where you're feeling your back pain, but like I said before, just bringing that new blood flow to that area is going to give you some relief, okay? Okay, so for this one here, I want you to pick up, so come forward a little bit on your chair, pick up one leg, and you're either gonna hold it underneath the knee, okay, or at the tibia, the front of the leg right here, not on the knee, especially if you have bad knees. Don't hold on your knees in front, because you might cause some other damages there. So the idea is to bring that knee as close to your chest as possible. I'm gonna hold on my tibia, okay, and we're gonna really pull that knee as opposed to just lifting it. We're actually gonna pull it right from the hip towards our chest. And all we're gonna do here is hold, okay? So sit it nice and tall, hold this stretch for 30 seconds if you can, okay? Let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30. And the whole time you're breathing, okay? You're not holding your breath. Remember, always hold it to tension, not to pain. If you're feeling any kind of pain, release it a little bit, okay? You can always do a little bit less. All right, so other leg, here we are. We're gonna pick it up. I'm gonna hold it down here at the tibia, okay? Stomach is nice and tight, shoulders are back. The back is always nice and tall, okay? So your spine is elongated. And let's draw that knee right up to our chest or wherever you can reach. And let's hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. And bring your leg down. Let's just give those legs a little shake. Again, circulation coming from the extremities right up. Just a little jog here, up and down, okay? All right, and while we're at it, take a nice inhalation here through our nose and out through our mouth. All right, here we go on to the next stretch for the lower back. It's a piriformis exercise or stretch. And I also often refer to it as a figure 4 exercise. So you're going to bring one leg over the top of the other knee. So the foot is resting on the opposite knee, okay? And you're going to place your elbow somewhere close to your knee. Your hand can just rest there. And you're just basically going to just hold it just by sitting like this might be enough for you for today. But if you can, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to draw in your navel and I'd like you to lean forward a little bit. Okay, so this intensifies the stretch because it reaches a little bit further down on your back. So here we go, and you're just gonna hold this, okay? And let's just hold it for 15 seconds, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, and come back and sit up tall. Now remember, okay, to keep your back nice and straight for this one, okay? Because if you're gonna stoop over, you're not gonna get much of a stretch. You have to really maintain that long, elongated spinal column. Okay, so here we go to the other side. All right, so make sure you're nicely planted with the resting foot that's on the floor. And then from this position, you're just gonna have a nice long back, and you're gonna lean from the pelvis and come forward. Keep your head up always above your heart and feel that stretch right through your hip, okay? And the piriformis is a muscle that's very, very deep within your hips, okay? So often it is inflammation there that causes lower back pain. And let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back up nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, and return that leg to the floor. And let's go on to the next one. The next one is going to be a seated side stretch, or a QL stretch. QL stands for quadratus lumbarum, which is quadratus is like a square, four little muscles that are right there on your lower spine, connecting your tailbone basically to your where your tailbone and your spine meet. Okay, so this muscle often, these four little muscles often become very, very inflamed, and this can cause a lot of pain and a lot of inflammation there. All right, so here we go. We're gonna sit up nice and tall. Okay, we're gonna bring one arm up. Okay, and it's a side stretch. So you've done these before, but not necessarily thinking that it's for your lower back. You might have thought it was, for you to stretch out your waistline, which it does do, okay? But what we're gonna do in this case is we're gonna have that one arm up above our heads like that. The other arm is the opposite arm is going to reach down, okay? So we're gonna lean right to the side. Try not to come forward like this, okay? Or back like this. Try to stay right to the side. The arm stays straight and reaching to the side. So you're reaching for the opposite corner of the room, okay? And the bottom hand is just reaching down. Or if you want to hold on to your chair and push down, I've got this extra rung here, so I'm going to do that because it does feel quite nice. And then from here, what you're going to do is you look behind you. So you're really sneaking a little bit lower on your back by looking behind you. And let's hold this stretch for 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then very, very slowly come back up, sit up nice and tall, come to the top and release. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side, okay? So sitting up nice and tall, refocus, realign. Let's bring the other arm right up over our heads. The opposite arm now is going to reach down, okay? Remember to don't hunker up your shoulders, leave them nice and low as you can and away from the ears. And from here, we're going to reach to the side, keeping that arm elongated and the lower arm reaching down or holding on and pushing down, okay? And when you get to that place that feels nice and you feel some tension there in your lower back, you can maybe try to sneak your gaze towards the back of your shoulder and see how that works for you. If this causes pain, don't do it, okay? Only, like I said before, go to tension, not pain. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly release, come back to the top. Release your arm back down. And here we can take a nice deep breath. Okay, so let's go in through the nose, bringing oxygen to all those muscles that are warming up there. And out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose. Hold, keep your arms right up. Touch your hands if you can, out through the mouth. Turn the palms down towards the floor and release the breath. And one more, in through the nose. Smelling the flower. And then release out through the mouth. And rest. All right, the next stretch is a hamstring stretch. Again, the hamstrings are muscles that are also connected to the lower back, and sometimes they can cause problems there. All right, so for this stretch, we've done this one before as well. You're going to come a little bit forward on your chair, and you're going to stretch out one leg right in front of you. Now, I have this little stool here because for some people, it's just a little bit easier if they have a little bit of a lift, okay? So we're going to use that today. So I'm going to put my heel on that little stool. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. Let's see. Back a little bit. There. So I'm putting my heel on a little elevated surface, basically. So it's a little stool that I have there today. And what we're going to do, again, keeping your tummies nice and tight, your back nice and straight. You're going to hinge at the pelvis, keeping your head up above your heart, and take your right hand or the same hand as the leg that's extended and reach down. And you need to intensify that a little bit. You can turn your toe up towards yourself, all right? And when you reach that point of tension, hold. Just relax there, breathe it out, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly slide your hand back up along the leg and come up one vertebrae at a time. And return that foot to the floor. Put the other foot on that little stool, okay? Or the little elevated place that you have there. It just makes it a little bit easier for some people as opposed to being on the floor, because then that means you have to go down a bit further to get that stretch, okay? So here it is. My leg is extended out. The same arm as that leg is going to come down along the leg, keeping my chin up above my heart. And I'm going to reach down. I'm going to release the breath when I get to that point of tension. Whoosh, see if I can come a tiny bit lower and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly and gently sliding that hand up the leg and come up and sit tall. All right. You can do a bit of a shoulder roll here, just because the shoulders get a little bit tense sometimes, just from some of these stretches for the lower body. So bring some circulation there and pump that blood to the lower back. Here we go. Good job. All right. Now, we don't need the stool anymore for the next exercise, which is also our final exercise, and it's a spinal rotation, okay? So we've done very many variations of the spinal rotation. Be very careful with spinal rotations, because especially when you don't really know where your back pain is coming from, okay? So just always remember, tension, not pain, and you won't go wrong, okay? So the way I'm going to do it today is I'm going to sit a little bit further back on my chair, okay? And I'm going to take my opposite hand and place it on the opposite corner of my chair. My right hand here, I'm going to put it on behind my chair, just in the back, okay, of my chair. And then I'm going to bring my chin right over my shoulder if possible, and look in that direction. Getting a little spinal rotation here. If you want to intensify it, you might want to put this hand a little bit further back on the chair, okay? And just holding there, hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now when you unravel yourself, do it very slowly, okay? Come back to the center. And then go ahead and try the other side. If you need to readjust, if you need to do a little bit of movement, you go ahead and do that. Whatever feels good. This is your exercises. You can design it for yourself, okay? And see what works best for you. So here we go. We're going to put the, in this case, it's my right hand on the left side of my chair, on the corner here. And then my left hand goes behind me, right here, at the back of my chair. And I'm going to look in that direction by trying to bring my chin as close to the top of my shoulder as possible. My legs are still pointing forward, so I have a spinal twist here, okay? And let's hold this twist for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly and gently unravel and come back to center. And again, you might want to do a little spinal, shoulder rolls here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's take a nice inhalation right here. In through our nose and out through our mouth. And we are done. Stay pain-free. Hopefully this will help relieve some of that pain in your lower back. And take care, and we will see you soon.